Hello guys, today we are going to talk about the most basic program in C. We call it Hello World. We are just simply printing the string Hello World in the console. Now, in any C program, the basic structure remains the same. This is what we call the basic structure, which starts with the first line, which is hash include. Now, what is this hash include? Hash include is the indication of a preprocessor command. Now, what are preprocessor commands? Preprocessor commands are inclusion of header files. These header files are nothing but a group of many functions. These functions are utilized by the user when they write programs in the main function. Now, now just like for an example, here we have included the stdio.h header file. This is standard input output.h. Standard input output is the group of functions that we are going to use to take input or output in any program. .h is the extension. Now any function which we are going to use in the main function. So these header files contain the definitions of those functions. Whatever we call here, the commands that are written in the definitions of these functions in the header files are going to be executed. Now we'll furthermore learn about it. In the second line, uh, there are two slashes. What are these two slashes indicating? It is indicating that these are comment lines. Comment lines means that anything which is written about two slashes would be considered as comments, and the compiler is not going to process anything in it. The compiler will simply move to the next line. So it is just for the utilization and efficiency for the users to write and read the program. The next line contains int and main. Now, what is this int? Int is a type of data type. A data type is type of data the variable is going to hold. We will furthermore learn about it in the upcoming videos. Main. Now, the main function is the function which you will find in every C program. It indicates the compiler to start the program, which means that the compiler will read the program from the main function only. It will not going to run the other functions in the program unless they are called in the main function. It doesn't matter whether the main function is on the third line or the 100th line. The compiler will simply go on to the main function in the beginning of the program. So this is the main function, and it is common in every C program. Now, what are these two round braces? These two round braces are also, you'll also find them in every function. Now, what these two braces hold? These two braces hold the arguments which we are going to send when we call the function. Now, here it is nothing, so there are no arguments which are passing on. But here in the function, now let's see this function. Here, this function contains this argument, hello world. So we'll learn more about arguments in the next video. For now, we'll see this curly braces. What are these curly braces? Curly braces are the range of body this main function is going to have, which means that these curly braces will define the range of body, and anything which is written outside these curly braces won't be considered in the main function, which means anything which is written outside this body won't get executed unless it is called in the main function, right? So this is the printf function, and the definition of this function is written here in this stdio.h file, which means that the system calls and the instructions that are written in the printf functions in the definition of printf function in stdio.h will get executed when we call these function, and this is the argument, and whatever we write here is sent to the definition of the function and is received there and used it further on. So now here we have written hello world, and this is a string type data type. So this is indicated by these two inverted commas, which means that it is a string and it will be used according to it only. Now, what is this semicolon? Semicolon is like the full stop in English. Wherever the full stop is put, it, it indicates that the sentence has been completed. So, accordingly, here the semicolon is indicating that the sentence, the line has been completed. So the compiler will move further to the next line. Here, what is this return zero? Return is a keyword that returns a value in every function. Every function will return something according to the data type in which it has been declared. Like here, it has been declared in int, which means integer. So it is returning the value 0, which is an integer. Now, what is this doing here? This is simply telling the compiler that the main function has been completely executed, and this is just like an exit button, that the main function has been completed and now the compiler can exit. So this way it is returning 0 and the function body has been completed. I guess you might have understood the basic structure of any C program. So thank you for watching.